Hey everybody, happy June. I guess this will be July when you see this, but I'm Kim Pontius. This is your president, Matt Hodges. We're coming to you today to talk about what happened in the board meeting last week.
Your comments at the board meeting about the market changing were kind of interesting.
Yeah, I mean the market is changing, right? So we have to talk about it. I don't know if there's a solution yet. Individual realtors, as we are, will adapt, but market's changing, and when that happens, people get interesting. Yep. So we just wanted to remind everybody to be nice, be kind, yep, and let's be professional.
And remember your code of ethics. That's right. All I can say.
Yep. Yeah. Well, you can say more.
I could, but I won't.
But these are hot mics.
Let's jump to great job for the Habitat partnership.
I was impressed. Yeah. Habitat spoke with us at the, I don't know if you see this, the moon is revolving around us as the light changes.
Yeah.
But I was really impressed with what Habitat is doing. And of course, all of you guys know that they're our partner, strategic partner for our 501c3
yep,
for the next couple of years. They have either in construction or planned about 30 homes right now.
Something like that. It's pretty impressive what's going on right now. And so we had a couple of work crews out there. They turned out. We actually had so many on the first volunteer sign up that we started a second one, and both days we had plenty of our members out there doing what they do. I heard people putting siding up on one of the houses. Was very interesting, and some people learned how to hang siding, which is always a great idea.
And they completed that siding job in one day. So great job to the members out there. That's amazing. There will be plenty more opportunities to volunteer for Habitat, so contact Aspire and or Habitat.
So last month, we also mentioned during the rundown that there was a slight dues increase for Aspire. This is not something that just popped up. This has been planned for many years. It's about $5. The Michigan Realtor dues have not gone up this year, but we were asked to go ahead and mention that again by the board from the board meeting, just to keep putting it out there so people understand. These things do come about once in a while, and we're trying to make it as painless as possible.
Yeah. One less cup of coffee, right?
Yeah. Yeah, if you go to Starbucks, yeah, that's about right.
And underneath here is going to be a line that says this is not an endorsement for Starbucks.
No.
So if that doesn't come up, that was legal.
Yeah,
right there.
That was absolutely. Ballpark and Brew.
Yeah.
What do you think? You weren't there.
Well, I wasn't there, as you guys remember from the last video. I was in D.C. with the honor flight, but yep, I heard it was the weather was interesting, but the turnout was pretty decent with that. Although members, we got to get to these a little bit more.
Yeah, Realtor members were a little light. In fact, I think we actually had a few less members than we had last year when we did the inaugural Ballpark and Brew. Mm-hmm. So now we've gone back with the affiliate committee, and we're rethinking a lot of our events. We're looking at what the participation rates have been over the last few years, both pre-pandemic and post. I want to say post-pandemic. I hope that it's behind us.
I refer to it as BC now.
BC.
Before COVID.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
another asterisk under here.
Please, Anyway.
Yeah.
We're taking a good hard look at a lot of things and deciding what we should do. But I also want to mention that the golf outing is coming up. For those of you who play golf, I do not. I know you do.
Yeah, here and there.
Yeah, but we'd really like to see a good turnout for that. So, hey, take action right now to get signed up for the Aspire North Golf outing. And it's going to be over at Grand Traverse Resort again this year.
Yeah.
So it's always a good time over there. They do a wonderful job for us.
They do. And just as a note there, if we get enough teams, which is probably around 100 players, 40 teams or so, we can have the whole course. So we're not going to have to worry about bumping into tee times out there. So let's get signed up. This is a great event put on by our affiliates. So let's show some support there and go play golf. And if you don't play golf, come out anyways, and you can have a meal too, right?
Yeah, there's usually a meal at the end of it where they hand out the awards and things like that. So always a good time. Hopefully the day will be beautiful like today is.
Yeah.
And everybody participating can have a wonderful time.
Yeah.
At the board meeting, our angler reps are also going to carry forward a bullet list of some recommendations for some changes to our commercial MLS fields. These were presented to the MLS committee by Ken Kleinrichter after talking with several commercial brokers. So these are well thought through requests, and as is the process, we will take it forward to the Northern Great Lakes Realtors MLS Board for their review and hopefully approval. We don't really see a problem, I don't think.
Yeah,
with
most are either redundant information fields or must-need fields. So good recommendations.
RPAC contributions.
Yeah, RPAC. We're doing very well right now. We're just over half of our goal, as I heard last week, from this year, which is pretty good pre-billing.
Yeah.
So you guys are doing great from the membership. Keep it up. But as dues billing comes out, make sure you see that and check that box for that $50
RPAC
contribution.
investment. Yes, absolutely. Major investors are up. Glad to see that, and so we're all going to keep pulling for that. This is an election year, so
That's right.
it's really important this year that we have good participation. So that's going on. Save the date. We're going to tell you
Big news.
Big news.
Yeah.
General membership meeting is going to be over at Kirkbride Hall on October 20th from 9 to 11. Right now, it's on the books to have Dr. Lawrence Yoon, our chief economist from the National Association of Realtors, is going to be our keynote speaker. We don't know if we'll have him live or if we'll have to go virtual. Some of NAR's top officials have really cut back on the amount of travel that they typically do, primarily because they get around a lot of different populations of people, and they don't want to get sick any more than anybody else. But Dr. Yoon really likes Traverse City, so we're hoping to leverage that.
Well, and we've had him here a couple times. So
We have.
He does like Traverse City, and hopefully we'll be able to get him here in person. And if you haven't heard him speak, it's incredible to listen to. He's got all the data at his fingertips, and he always shares a lot. So bring a notepad.
Considering this changing marketplace, this might be one of the most prominent economists in the country when it comes to housing. And I think by the time we get to the general membership meeting in October, the landscape is going to look quite different, and hearing it from him firsthand would be a real plus. So again, it's over at Kirkbride Hall, and there'll be more on that later on.
Yep.
And then
Safety Month coming up in September for Realtor Safety Month. So NAR puts out a ton of information about this. There's always new tech gadgets, new things like that, but there's also just critical things to know when you're out showing homes and listing homes, specifically those that are in rural areas like where we live. So pay attention to that. NAR will be putting out some good information soon, which we'll obviously put out as well through our newsletter.
Yep. And I think another thing that we need to mention at the board meeting is that the board approved a recommendation to move forward with the petition for trying to repeal Prop 3, Traverse City Proposal 3, which is the tall, we refer to it as the tall building proposal, but actually it's more than that. And by the time you see this, you will have seen the video that was put out regarding that. So I don't know, we really need to go too deep into that right now.
If you have questions, though, don't hesitate to contact any of us or Connor Miller, your Government Affairs Director.
Yep. What's next on the list?
Realtor Relief Fund.
Oh.
So this is a big one. Obviously, there's a lot going on in this world with natural disasters and other things that folks are in need. So it's realtors helping realtors is effectively what this is. And 100% of the money that's donated to the RRF, Realtor Relief Fund, goes directly to those in need. There's no administrative fees. So currently, we are in a match situation where your Aspire board decided to match up to $15,000 from you guys. So there is a
text.
There is
link?
a text thing, and I don't have it here. I think Michael will be able to put this into this message. So make sure you can text that link or text to the
Realtor Relief Fund directly, and then there's also a web-based link that will be there that you can use to go to the Realtor Relief Fund. And what's really cool is that NAR set this up for us, and it goes, the money that you contribute goes directly into that fund. We don't have to touch anything. Our Aspire to Hope program will basically, they'll keep track of it for us, and they'll give us real-time reporting on it. And there's also a portal out there that you can go and look. Your name will be mentioned as a contributor at the local, state, and national level. So recognition absolutely is there across all three of the associations that you belong to. And it's just a worthy cause. It's realtors helping realtors, and all these different catastrophes, wildfires, hurricanes, all those things that are happening. In
Tornadoes.
The program actually ends on September 11th, and that was by design, because that's what started the Realtor Relief Fund. Right after the Twin Towers came down, realtors said we need to do something, and they started this foundation to raise money to help people in circumstances like this. Great way for realtors to help realtors, and I'm going to mention again, 100% goes for assistance. It's none of it is used administratively. So
that's right.
At any
and
level.
The one other thing that is being given, if you give, you get to come into this building, and Kim will give you a high five.
Yes, a high five. And you will be watching, if you haven't watched already, our chair for the Aspire to Hope Fund. That is your immediate past president, Dave Wilsey. We actually coerced him into sitting down and doing that video, and threatened him with bodily harm if he wouldn't come in and do it. So
that's right.
Just
and he agreed to knuckles. So high five here and knuckles for Dave Wilsey. So
I'm just going to say that was at the president's direction. So okay,
it's nominee season.
Yeah.
Seasonings. I got barbecue on the brain. It is nomination season to nominate the Political Advocacy Award. So if you know anybody out there that's in or around the political world that's making a difference for realtors, let's get their name in the running for the Political Advocacy Award.
Likewise, the Realtor of the Year.
And
those nominations have to be in by July 5th for us to be able to figure out, not us, but the committee, to figure out who the winner is going to be for the Realtor of the Year award. So absolutely, if this is something that you want to nominate somebody for, you have till July 5th. Please don't put it off, because there'll be the holiday kind of squeezed in there.
Well, and two, I have to make note, I am ineligible. So just wanted to put that out there.
Cool. I could take that and run with it, but I won't do that. Speaking of gathering data, we are gathering some data and forwarding findings to the Northern Great Lakes Realtors MLS for discussion around the 3-day rule for created sales. This has come up again and again. I think it's been like 7 years since that rule was created, but we keep revisiting it. We're going to revisit it again. Additionally, the Aspire board has asked that a poll be done of brokers to find out what their feelings are about changing that rule. So be looking forward to that, brokers. Come along. Your input will help a lot. And again, if you don't know what a created sale is, we're going to be putting out some things to know about what a created sale is. But we're happy to explain it to you and how it works.
So with that, this is the last time you're going to see me. Until August, we have no board meeting in July, so no rundown in July.
Yep.
We will see you back in August. Do your best as we started this this video. Have a great summer, and be kind to one another, and let's just be mindful of code of ethics and pro standards.
And I'm going to be working on your behalf while you're out working on your tan. So just saying.
I'm close. I'm almost done with the tan. Now it's just maintenance.
I am so not tan. I'm almost translucent. So listen, everybody have a great summer and be kind to each other.
That's right. See ya.
Bye.
Very nice job.
Well, another one down.
I skipped right over the 3-day. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, well,
Way to circle back.
well,